lounging, son.
Welcome back to the Comic Lounge. My name's Ryan.
And I'm Manny.
And today we're going to be talking about the best book that came out this week, in my opinion.
Hands down, bro. Hands down.
Doom by Sanford Greene and Jonathan Hickman. Oh my God, this book is awesome. But before we dive into this amazing book, I just want to remind everybody, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Check out some of the dope content we have. All sorts of cool stuff on here. And we are a daily YouTube channel, so hit that subscribe button so you are up to date every time we drop a new vid. And let's get into this fucking awesome book, dude. I messaged you right after I read this. I got this. I was able to get it early, so I got it over the weekend. I just can't say enough good things about it. I mean, we'll talk about it as we get in, but I love that, the opening page, living on borrowed time, the clock ticks faster, and then we see a fucking ravaged Doom in space.
Like floating in the middle of space, dude. His armor all fucked up.
Oh, look at his face too, under the mask. To me, it looks more fucked up than it normally does. It's just crazy, dude. The coloring too by Rochelle Rosenberg is fantastic.
Yeah, dude, amazing, man. Like, it's got like this dark hue that I really like. That really fits the story.
So I love that it's a cold open, because first of all, what prompted this one shot?
Literally and thematically,
yeah.
Space.
Like, what prompted this? I don't know. I didn't really care. I love Dr. Doom. He's one of my favorite villains in all of comic books, especially in the Marvel Universe. There was nothing that kind of led up to this. This just dropped out of nowhere. I saw this solicit and I was like, what, why? But hell yes. And so there's a spaceship that comes upon him. It's like the spaceship is communicating with somebody on the ship, and then we see that it's Valeria asking how Doom is still alive. It's magic, dummy. So she's got some sort of relationship, like her ship has AI, obviously, right?
Yeah, I think it's Herbie. With. She keeps talking to Herbie, which is that robot that was introduced in the Fantastic Four cartoon back in the day because they couldn't use a Human Torch.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
And I don't know if it was a licensing thing or they didn't want kids trying to set themselves on fire.
I think that's what Liefeld said on his podcast. Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense, I guess. I mean,
sure does.
I mean, dude, I'll say it here. He said he tried to light himself on fire.
He did, yeah.
So I guess.
He did. I heard that episode.
Yeah, I guess it's a good thing that they didn't have him on the cartoon. But yeah, you're right. It's Herbie that is the AI. We don't learn it yet, but we do moving forward. And Valeria has a very interesting relationship with Dr. Doom. And it all stems from, I believe it started, if I remember correctly, in the Mark Waid, Mike Wieringo run.
It did, yeah.
So he's almost like a godfather to her, which is very fucking strange, because of the fact that her dad is his archenemy, right? So he names her Valeria.
I think what happened was that they needed Doom's magic to save her life or something like that.
Yeah.
And
you're right.
Yeah. And I think Doom did it. And, he does care for her. That they've shown that over the years. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's been prevalent through every run since then, for sure. But, I mean, she calls him uncle and stuff.
Yeah.
So she's a little bit older. This is obviously somewhat in the future. I can't really gauge her age. It's kind of hard to tell. But she's definitely a teenager still. I love this. Look at you. Look at what he did to you, but yet you don't know. I love how it builds up that tension. And then look at this. I love these title pages that Marvel does. Like, it feels
they're reminiscent of the stuff they do in the MCU sometimes, like when they put the big title scene, like when they cut to a chapter.
And then, dude, look at this fucking.
It's like a giant. It was like the head of a giant robot, like a giant. It's like a Doom mech.
Fucking crazy.
I love the portrayal of Valeria too, like the way that that Sanford Greene and Jonathan Hickman are writing her is she's very much like her dad, but there's also a little bit of Victor Von Doom in her too, in the personality.
Dude, I like Franklin Richards, but I really love Valeria. I think she's awesome, dude, because she'll toe that line, if she I don't want to say in a villainous way, but she's willing to kind of live in that gray area.
She's pragmatic in that, if it's gonna get the job done, she's willing to walk that tightrope line of good and evil.
So she's trying to nurse him back to health, and she's like, "We'll go to Shire Space. It's closest. It would have been perfect, but obviously that's not an option now." Which we'll learn why it's not an option. But
Yeah.
we come up to this Doom fucking mech, and then we see what happened, dude. He fucking went up against Galactus. That's
Yeah, like
crazy.
literally, he built a giant mech the size of Galactus so he could go fight him in the middle of space.
I love it, dude. I mean, so cool. And just to see him, how withered away he is, his flesh,
Yeah,
his teeth like look jagged, like no nose on him.
yeah, he's almost a corpse, and
Yeah.
like we said earlier, the only thing keeping him alive is magic because at this point, his body and science have failed him. So the only thing that he has left is his sorcery.
And then how about this, dude? Reducing anesthetics, increasing oxygen, injecting 1% super soldier serum. So they're injecting him with super soldiers. And she's like, all right, careful. Like I plan to give him. He's like, I know the correct dosage. And then Herbie mentions your father, and she just like completely stops. I don't want to talk about that. And
Yeah,
now Doom's awake. And she gives him the lowdown of what happened, man.
I like that she just says you lost. I
Yeah.
like there's a sadness in the way that that she's drawn there too.
Dude, how about this though? When she's like, you assumed and were foolish to act so quickly, and your father, the others, they were foolish to wait.
Yeah, the dialogue in this is really great, and I mean, the writing is credited to both Sanford Greene and Jonathan Hickman. Hickman's great at dialogue, and he's also excellent at writing the Fantastic Four and Doom in particular.
Oh yeah, dude, his Fantastic Four run is amazing. I love this too. Look at her eyes.
Yeah,
Like the sullenness in her eyes. Like she has the look of somebody that has been through so much shit to get to this
yeah,
point, and she's seen so much happen, right? And so she's like, you assumed a universal constant like Galactus would remain constant, that billions of years of consistent behavior would continue without change. Then you were disabused of that notion. He broke your machine. I mean, look at like even in the mech, he's like
yeah,
crawling away.
yeah.
And you don't see Doom in that kind of vulnerable state very often.
No, I just love like the narration and dialogue by Valeria. Like she sounds like Doom in the way she talks, like slightly arrogant.
Mhm.
Like good use of vocabulary.
And then he broke you. And this panel right here of fucking Galactus just like shooting the mech and just
Yeah,
like destroying him, and then he just takes off. I don't think
just
Galactus has ever looked more badass.
no, dude, and like frightening and imposing. I love these panels at the bottom too, as like the panels themselves are breaking down as Galacticus is too. Like succumbing to his hunger. Like
Mhm.
he's becoming like irrational, like just just pure hunger.
Dude, he just devouring planet after
Yeah,
planet. Worlds fell, societies collapsed, whole civilizations were erased as he ate world after world after world. I mean, like,
and look at this art and this coloring. I mean,
dude,
Sanford Greene is an amazing artist. I mean,
yes.
he's bitter. I read a little bit of Bitterroot, and I think it looks great. It's a book actually I want to get into reading more. And
Oh, it's amazing. Have you read the Power Man and Iron Fist by David Walker?
I love that series. That'd
That's
be a good one to cover.
dude. I don't know why that series didn't go longer. Like that is such a crime. That book was so
No, that
good.
shit was on my pull list, and I still have the floppies for that.
I have every issue of that thing. That book was just next level, dude.
Yeah, yep, agreed.
And then finally Galactus coming to Earth.
Dude, I love this page too. Like the way the lines are like making the page. It's like a splash page, but it's also turned into panels. And you got Valeria, like you said earlier, looking sullen down there. The
Dude,
storytelling in this is amazing.
it is the way she talks about Reed. The eventual path led, you decided to act, and father decided to do what he always does. He attempted to solve the problem. So she's kind of like in a way like mocking him, you know?
Yeah,
Like oh, he just thinks it's a problem to solve when in reality Galactus isn't like he's not just a problem that you have a solution to, right? And so he gathered Earth's heroes and all of Earth's villains. He strategized, he planned, he solved for everything. How about this next page? Oh my god,
dude,
so good.
bro, like that's a poster waiting to happen.
So good. And I love how he breaks it down into groups, right? Like you have the Fantastic Four characters, then you have Avengers, then you have the X-Men characters.
And I love the costumes and designs that he used. You know, he kind of pulled a little bit from everybody. Like you got like, you know, like Wolverine there and the, you know, brown, yellow. You know, you
Well,
got
this is
I
all
like
the modern costumes. This is all
is
what
that
they're
what
current. This is all what they're currently wearing in continuity. Yeah. So this is like the way it places it is that it could be very near in the future.
right? Yeah, because this is somewhat of a what if like one shot story.
I mean, obviously these costumes are going to change because like the Krakoa, these are all the costumes they're wearing current continuity, but with the, you know, the X-Men relaunching, that'll change. But I mean, just such a great double. And then this, you
Bro,
follow it
it's
up
just
with
like
this.
it's like you have one badass splash page, and then you just go directly into another one, and now you've got the villains in here also helping the
How
fight.
about
You got
this?
fucking how
The randomness of characters that we have in here. We get Jack of Hearts.
Man Thing, fucking Howard the Duck.
Dude,
You got
Howard,
Venom,
Howard the Duck made me when I saw that, I laughed. I was
Silver
like, you've got to be
Samurai,
kidding me, dude. Yeah.
Modoc.
The Wrecking Crew, fucking Power Man and Iron
Yeah,
Fist, obviously you got to throw them in there. Cable. I love that he threw Cable in there.
fucking Man
Taskmaster.
Thing.
Jocasta, just amazing. Squirrel Girl's in here. I mean, so cool, dude. Just like so many, like, I don't want to call them
Black
deep
Knight.
cuts, but you have to be like a diehard Marvel fan. X-51 Machine Man's in there. Dude, so this is just awesome. I love this
Devil
page.
Dinosaur and Moon Girl, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's so cool. And everybody, and what does it say up here? The only text on this page, and Galactus destroyed them all.
Yeah, great layout. I mean, this is another beautiful splash page. We got Wonder Man. You know,
Yeah.
Deathlock is in there too.
How about all the purples on this next page with Valeria?
There's a lot of purple in general, and you know, you and I are always talking about how we love that color, and it's not used enough, and it's all over this book.
Dude, he left our planet a husk, an empty shell, a dead world where nothing would live again. That was 2 years ago, and I've been looking for you ever since. So she's been alone on that ship for 2 years.
And he's been floating in space, being kept alive by magic, pretty much.
Crazy, dude, crazy.
Yeah.
I love this. I love this. When he asked how she survived, oh, you know me, Uncle. I was never seduced by the short-term satisfaction of victory. I've always been more interested in survival, just like you. Oh
I
my
love what
God,
he
dude.
says. No, Valeria, Doom does not survive. Doom endures.
This is like, I think this might be the most fun I've had with a new comic, like a modern comic, in a while. I've
Same.
thoroughly enjoyed this book. Like
Yeah.
I'm I'm sad that it's a one shot, but I'm also fine that it's just like a one and done also.
Agreed. It makes it feel special. Bro, you even have Cosmic Ghost Rider going up
Dude,
against him there. Like
Annihilus,
all
Super Skrull, like all the space characters now.
yeah, and then you have all his heralds going up against him too, you know, all his
Dude.
ex-heralds. Like Fire Lord, you know, like I said earlier, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Silver Surfer. So
Yeah.
everybody turned on him, you know, like all those space characters,
And
all
everybody
his
got
heralds.
destroyed, man. I love
Yeah.
this too. Now he's like, I'll need armor. No, you'll need more than that. So not only does she give him like the super soldier, she's grafted the blood of a celestial onto human plasma. The super soldier serum Irby gave you earlier should keep it from killing you while your body synthesizes it. And as for your armor, it's a composite of Uru and vibranium. 3 cosmic cubes to power both you and the
I
suit.
mean, dude, that shit is badass. I love when they like go crazy like that. You know, it's one of the things I loved about like Cosmic Ghost Rider, for instance, because like they just throw so much shit in the fucking blender, you know, and
Yeah.
go crazy with it, man. If you're gonna do a one shot about Doom fighting Galactus, you gotta go big, bro.
Yeah, you know what else is something I want to point out? It looks like she has like circles around her eyes, you know? Like she hasn't
Yeah,
slept in a long time.
yeah,
And then look at this, Doom is pleased. And then we do the turn. I love this. I love the widescreen panels
yes, yeah.
or pages, I mean.
And Doom looks badass in that suit too, man.
It's really dope. It's a really dope design. I love this Galactus just like flying through space. And she figured it out first. Oh my god, because she's a genius, dude.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
about
and then he
this?
fucking fights the Celestials, dude.
Oh my god, dude, I know. It's just like you think like, all right, this is awesome, this is great, and they just keep one upping it. Like
Yeah, dude.
as you get further
It
and further.
escalates and escalates and escalates.
This right here, I
Dude,
love these
so
sequence of panels.
So good, bro. And like the red on that bottom corner, like with Galactic. Look how menacing. You said like he's never looked more badass and scary. That panel down there in the fucking right corner in the bottom, fucking amazing. I mean, he just looks terrifying. You can imagine this huge red fucking being, man. Like
Dude,
this is how you do Galactus. You know, you want to make him terrifying.
in the writing, but I swear the killing of an entire pantheon is a sight best left for the blind. Who would do such a thing? Who could do such a thing? Look if you dare, uncle. The answer is Galactus. I mean,
It's like myth make like the writing is almost like mythologizing. Like this
yeah.
is how you tell a story like this. And so basically what Galactus is trying to do is fulfill his destiny because remember, he was from the previous universe that ended before ours started. And now he's trying to destroy it so that the next one can be born and he can witness that.
How about this though, dude? Then we see like multiple molecule men,
Yeah.
which if you read Hickman's Secret Wars, that like him and Doom teamed up.
And you know, Molecule Man is pretty much one of the most powerful characters that you have in the Marvel universe.
Yeah. Don't let that corny ass costume fool you, man. He is
Yeah.
one of the most powerful characters in the universe. I have to say this though. I love seeing Doom jump like this. You don't often see him in this pose. And the
No.
way the energy is made to look like his cowl is pretty sick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right, dude, with the hood and everything, man.
Oh my god. And then he's gonna go after all three of them. Dude, look at
Dude,
this. I mean,
dude, the energy vibrating off these pages, man, it's like it just fucking leaps off the page. Like I think this is some of the best art I've seen from Sanford Greene.
dude, he is, in my opinion, I know he's appreciated. I know people love his art. I'm not trying to take anything away from that. He is respected as an artist for sure. One of the best. But he doesn't get enough. Nobody gives him his flowers as often as he should get them. He's,
Correct, yeah.
in my opinion, like he should be on one of the big titles because I think this issue speaks for itself. Can you imagine this kind of energy coming out of like an Avengers book or an
Yeah, dude,
X-Men
yeah.
book? Come on,
Or
dude.
Spider-Man. Like I want to see him do all like or yeah. I think he would be great on Avengers. That's a good call.
Yeah, dude. I mean, come on. Look at this stuff. This is like next level. Like you said it perfectly. The energy is exploding off of these pages.
Yeah.
The layout that he does. I mean, the choices he's taking, like right here, we get the Molecule Man here and Doom's coming at him. Then we just have his hands coming through, breaking the panels.
Yeah.
And,
Almost like coming at the reader.
and then we turn and then he's shooting the energy and then we get the sideways view. I mean, it's just like the way your eyes are darting around on this is
It's definitely a comic that also, like you said, what earlier it caused you to turn the page. Like it's a very physically engaging read too, which is another thing that I love. Like it you know, so much reading can be very passive, but this book makes you really pay attention and you know engage with it physically.
plus. I have to say, dude, Sanford's sound effects, I think my favorite in comics for sure. I love the way he letters his sound effects. It's so good.
Dude, and this other page that with that page with Doom, like you know, like you
Creating a
said, the way
spell.
that yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, dude, and like the way the energy looks again, like his towel, and like the way the you got the three images there. That's beautiful composition, man.
This to me, like, if you were to nominate any Marvel DC superhero comic book for an Eisner for best single issue,
Oh
this
yeah, this needs to be on that list, bro.
if
I mean,
this is not if this is not nominated, I'm gonna
then
riot. I'm gonna riot, dude. I'm gonna write them a letter to.
yeah,
I'll write a letter to every single judge when I find out who's judging.
yeah,
For the nominations, because this is
because
just
I
like,
can already tell you, bro, this is gonna be on my like when we do our end of the year. This is gonna be one of my favorite books of the year.
oh, dude, hands down, this is gonna be. I mean,
Yeah,
if it's, I think it's already my favorite single issue of the year.
yeah, it might be. Yeah,
I mean, I'm hard pressed to think of another comic book that after I finished reading it, I had that much joy. Like I literally felt like a kid. Like it was just like
yeah.
the level of excitement. I mean, I'm sure it's coming across in my voice as I'm talking about it. Like I love this comic book so much. And then he destroys him. Look at this, dude.
Dude,
Nothing
so
can
good.
stop him. I love Valeria too. She's written, I mean, obviously, like I think Hickman, because he has so many ties to Fantastic Four, like with his run, like it makes sense that he would do this book. I would even take a Doom ongoing by him, you know? Just
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he obviously loves a character, and I guess like we said, it's very telling that his name comes first.
dude, how about this sequence of panels right here? Well, she's like, Uncle Doom, I want you to know something. You were always good to me. You protected me, looking after me. I just want you to know I loved you for it. And then she blows up the machine.
Sacrifices herself, dude.
Dude, insane. I mean, just the level of like what she's willing to sacrifice at the age she's at
Yeah,
just shows what a great character she is and what a like amazing hero she is already and what she could be if she was like, I mean, obviously in current continuity, because this does feel like a what if. I mean, you even get like the multiverse with the Maker right here, which also is another Hickman idea. He's the one that I think turned the Maker into like this with that weird looking helmet. Life ends for all of us. So accept it with head held high. He doesn't accept it though. Look at that. When all that remains is one final moment of defiance. And then we do, what a great ending. I
yeah,
love that it's open ended and we're not given like an actual ending. We're
yeah.
left to just, says embrace doom and laugh in its face.
And then you've got these amazing character sketches by
Yeah,
Sanford, man.
dude. I enjoy, I don't know why they don't do this more often, man.
How
I
about
love seeing.
look at that Hulk in the next page? Like, how about Sanford on a Hulk book, bro?
Ooh, yeah, dude, that is a good call. So
Or
cool.
Hulk a
It's
Thor
like he
book.
just
I
got to
mean,
throw in every Marvel character he wanted to
yeah,
draw.
you could tell that both creators were having a blast with this book, man. And like, it's just like you said, the joy, the energy leaps off the page. I absolutely agree that this is the best book that came out this week. It is probably one of the best books that's going to come out this year, and it might be the best single issue.
Yeah, I got
So
nothing
I,
else to add to that. I agree with
yeah, can't
everything you just
recommend it
said.
enough, man.
Yeah,
Do
go
yourself a
pick this
favor and
book
pick up this
up.
fucking book, dude.
Yes, pick it up. Don't just like ignore it because it's a one shot, because I know some people like they don't kind of pay attention to one shots as much. I would have paid $10 for this book.
Yeah, dude.
This was an amazing issue. Go pick it up. And while you're at it, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified every time a new vid drops. And on that note, we're out.
We'll catch you next time, guys.